Now, throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Exit.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 22. Now a play fake. Brady sliding out of the pocket. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on second down. Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, so for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Brady's throw there complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Brady going to throw.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Brady, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught, and it stretches their lead up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The take, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Cooper was the target there. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll check this one down to Michelle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they have regained the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, kill. 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 63 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hey, 53!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Second reload. Hey, Alpha.
To throw, it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Edelman was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go, 47. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check, block 54, block 54. Defense wins championship.
Now Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. 44 yards, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he'll get into the end end zone to make it a 5-point game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it here. This is James White. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw, Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He finds Austin complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Check 26, check 26.
Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from long, very long range. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.